I'm Carrie Ann Knauer, and welcome to Carrie's Kitchen. Today we're going to make a very light and refreshing dessert for the hot summer heat. This is a lemon lavender sorbet, and we're going to use fresh lemons and then some dried lavender, which you can store from your garden and let it dry and then use that. We cook it down in the syrup just to get a little bit of that flavor out, and it kind of takes away some of the tartness of the lemon. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Are you ready to cook? Okay, the first step is we're going to be making our simple syrup with the lavender flavor and a little bit of the lemon too. So we're going to use 2 cups of water. I'm turning that on medium-high. And now we're going to do 2 cups of sugar. So as you can imagine, it really is going to make a thick syrup. But that's okay, because we're going to dilute it later with our lemon juice. Now we're going to add the lavender. And this is dried lavender. I actually got this at a lavender farm a while ago, but now I grow my own lavender and I could harvest my own. You want to get it while the buds are still pretty closed, not open. And you want to make sure it's from a clean source as well, not somewhere where people walk their dogs by it every day. And we're using 1 tablespoon. We're going to add the lemon juice later after the syrup's cooled, but I want to add some of the lemon peel right now to give it some extra flavor. And I'm going to do it in big pieces. You could zest it, but then I feel it's going to be harder to strain it later. Alright, now we're going to wait for that to start to boil, but I'm going to turn the temperature down and let it simmer for about 2 or 3 minutes until all the sugar is dissolved. Alright, it's finally reached a rolling boil. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit on my stove. So we just want it to simmer. Now technically the sugar probably is dissolved at this point, but what we want is to give the lavender a little bit more time to have its aroma and flavor come out of the buds. Okay, it's been a couple minutes of simmering and we are ready to strain out the syrup. I'm not the best pourer, so I hope this goes well. Alright, now we're going to put this in the refrigerator to let it cool, because you cannot put hot syrup into our ice cream maker and expect it to work. Alright, and now while our syrup is cooling off in the fridge, we are going to be preparing our lemon juice. So, using fresh lemons here, you'll get the best flavor. Also get an arm workout. Alright, I'm trying to get at least a cup, up to 1.5 cups. Alright, that was 2 lemons. Let's see how much that got us. 1/4 cup, okay. We'll be able to get a cup out of this then. Okay, not too bad. Now we're just going to let this sit and wait until the syrup's ready. Alright, syrup has cooled off and we're now ready to add the lemon juice. I ended up getting about 1.25 cups from 7 lemons. Great. Just give it a little stir. Okay, so the ice cream maker, it's got a chamber here that's already pre-frozen, so that's why I don't need to use ice or salt to make the ice even colder. There's a special material in here that makes it very cold. And then when I turn it on, it's going to be spinning, and there is an arm, a paddle inside of there that keeps it from freezing in a solid block. It's going to keep it so that it just gets a little bit of air stirred into it, and it won't be a solid rock. That's why you wouldn't want to just pour it directly into your bowl, stick it in the freezer. It would be more like a popsicle then. So we're going to let this run for 25 to 30 minutes. It's not going to be fully solid at that point, and then we're going to stick it back into the freezer just for about 20 minutes to get a little bit more solid. So here we go. Pour it in. Okay, it's been about a half an hour, and I think it's as frozen as it's going to get. Sadly, it's still pretty slushy because I think I didn't put this chamber in the freezer early enough yesterday. I did it last night. I probably should have given it 24 hours. But I'm going to pour it into this bowl, and we're going to stick it in the freezer. We do have ice chunks in there, just a lot of liquid still too. All right, let's see how it's done. Grab a spoon. Oh yes. It's a nice frozen slush, and it's easy to spoon, which makes it easier to eat. And woo! Delightful.